Okay, so this is the Black Diamond Spot R headlamp review for my own personal use. So I've used a bunch of headlamps, never really splashed out on an expensive one, even though I've climbed trees at night and stuff like that. I must admit, getting a rechargeable one, that's what this R on the Spot R must stand for. It is rechargeable. Rechargeable is so much better. I think you get 2 good nights out of this, of using the light from, you know, the time it gets dark to the time you go to bed. And I use the light pretty much from, say, 7 till 12 at night. So I used a variety of the red light, the main light, and the little white light up in the top corner there. So I just looked at the different, when I did a lot of research into buying another headlamp, and definitely wanted to go rechargeable. So it has like little rechargeable lights there to let you know how flat it's getting or as it's charging. And you don't have to worry about carrying spare batteries. Just charge it off your multi-charger. But definitely it's light. Every one of these is going to have its pros and cons. I do find with these, you've got to remember the lighting modes of pressing the buttons, otherwise you end up blinding someone, because this is a powerful light, and you know, you don't know if you're on the little white light sometimes or just on the main light, because for some reason I can't determine them once I get used to if I'm had a few drinks in the tent. So I would say this compared to the Cosmo, I looked at this versus the Cosmo. The Cosmo apparently is only water resistant. This is supposed to be waterproof up to 1 meter, which I wouldn't take it underwater. It's just handy if you drown your bag, or you know, you're walking in the rain, you can't be bothered you don't have to worry about it not working because it gets wet. So apparently this is 300 lumen versus the Cosmo at 260 lumens. So they're the main things that I just looked at when I was doing the research before I did a review. But personally myself, I've used it a couple of nights. It's very light. I think it's a good buy, a good choice. There is a lot of options out there, and the reviews that came, the reviews are what made me buy this compared to other headlamps. I mean, I wasn't going to pay. I paid about just under 100 Australian for this, so I'm not prepared to pay $300 for a headlamp. So I think I got some pretty good deal for my money. Yeah, the only thing like I say I find, and it could be of any one of these, that trying to remember the button sequences. So there's a lot this does. I can't remember everything, but to cut it short, I mean, obviously there's your charging port. When you don't turn it on in front of someone's eyes, because it will blind them. It blinds me every time I turn it on. So the best thing to do is remember you've got a sequence of that little light, and then you've got the red light, and then you've got the big light. Now you can hold this down to get the other little light on for extra brightness, or hold it down to turn it off. Next is holding it down to dim the light down to virtually nothing. So remembering those sequences, yeah, but just if you forget and go to look at the buttons, hold it on an angle. Don't blind yourself, because I find myself for about a minute not being able to see. So again, it can probably do other things. Well, it can do other things. The main things I needed to know is I use that one in the tent, and that one when I hear noise outside, and I don't want anyone to know that I'm there, because I do a lot of bush hikes. And again, no matter what you do, if you turn it on and off, it'll start the last sequence. When you turn it on again, you can change it. You can make that come up. Oop, hold that down to turn that one on, hold that one up, turn it off, hold that down to dim it down. On, see, just about blinded myself. Oh. So now I've got to hold that down to turn that off, and then hold that down to dim. Right, and I think once you turn it back on, it should come back on full brightness. So that's pretty much it. Choose a bright colour so you can always find it again in the dark. And yeah, it was a good choice.